Smurfs: The Lost Village is directed by Kelly Asbury, written by Pamela Ritten and Stacey Harmon, and this tells the story of Smurfette, who's trying to find her place among her fellow Smurfs. You always have a Smurf whose name describes what he is like, and she's the only girl in the village, and she's the only one created by Gargamel, and she is also the only one whose name does not describe her. The name does not tell you who she is, which is actually a very bad message for kids, but we'll get to that. Let me actually tell you the plot of this film. It's about the Smurfs who live in a very simple village, a very poor village. They are people from the wilds, from the forest. Suddenly they find themselves suddenly having to cross a wall to get to the other side of said wall, and on that other side they find a beautiful forest where there's always sunshine and also some very dangerous things, but beautiful things nonetheless. On that other side of the wall there's also a village that I'm sure wouldn't be a spoiler for anyone watching this video, but for the sake of not being accused, I am not going to spoil you who or what is in that village. I'm not a fan of the Smurfs. I have never been a fan of the Smurfs, especially the live-action movies that came out a few years ago. This is a reboot that comes just in time for the third installment into that franchise. And look, the animation actually looks very good. The animation is beautiful. The backgrounds and the colors pop out at you when they need to. Whenever you need to look at something, the filmmakers knew how to make it pop in a good way, and you always have your eyes directed to what they want you to get your eyes directed at. The characters are all well animated, they all integrate well with the environment, and they move around just like you would expect Smurfs to move around. They are energetic, they don't stop 1 second, and I think animation-wise, on a technical aspect, it looks very good. But that's about it when it comes to good things about this movie. I have described you this plot, and I am not lying for 1 second. Honestly, the Smurfs have to cross a wall, and the other side of that wall is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. I shit you not. So this movie is, how should I put this? Very pornographic. I swear to God, there are visual things happening on screen that you cannot believe that this is a kids movie. You cannot believe that a studio and the MPAA approved this to be in a kids movie. There's a scene where Gargamel turns to his bird and he says, "Give me a smooch," and he proceeds to completely stuck his face into his bird's beak. And they stay on there for a while. And so does the shot. There's also a couple of times where one of the characters that come in when the Smurfs find said mysterious village, and that character implies not that there's anything wrong with that. My beliefs and my opinions are not here. I'm just surprised that in a kids movie, they allow the character to be so frontal about said character's orientations. But I swear to God, the best lines of dialogue when it comes to being pornographic. Hold on. I can't believe I'm trying to review a Smurfs movie and I'm having problems because it is way too pornographic. So there's a point where Papa Smurf goes and finds the Smurfs that went in search of the mysterious village, and he starts talking to a specific character from that village. Oh my God, the dialogue is so delicious. The dialogue is... it's wonderful. I mean, the kids weren't laughing because they didn't get it, but me and my friends did, and... oh my God. Couldn't the live-action ones have done this and pulled it off better? I mean, they could have some redeeming qualities, and this type of dialogue would be it. It's gold. It's gold. It's what it is. The characters are not much in this film. Clumsy is called Clumsy, and he is clumsy. That's his character definition. Brainy is brainy, and he is intelligent. That's about it to his character as well. And every character has a name that describes them, and every character lives up to that name, so I guess that is a plus. This is really a movie that is made for kids. The plot is 3-year-old level, maybe even less than that. And they don't care for it to make sense. For instance, they ride on those radioactive bunnies that you see in the trailer, and the bunny makes a horse sound. If you don't care for technical aspects when it comes to sound design and sound editing and sound mixing when it comes to filmmaking, it won't bother you. I know that clearly that's what they were trying to say. We don't care that this is a horse sound, we put it on purpose. But then again, when the dragonfly starts flying, you have the sound of a chopper. And so those two things become mixed. I actually think that giving the dragonfly the sound of a chopper would maybe make more sense if you gave the running rabbit a NASCAR racing car sound. And that would have fitted better. Also, Gargamel says some weird lines that are equally as pornographic as Papa Smurf's line are with a mysterious other character that I won't spoil. Smurfs is for kids, through and through. I laughed because I do have a dirty mind. It was not because the movie was funny. If you're a parent and you want your kid to watch this film, just hope that your kid doesn't have a good memory, because majorly every single scene that I can remember that is a visual gag and that it's funny for the kids that were around me, they are in the trailers. And I mean no offense by saying that your kids should have a bad memory when it comes to trailers. Smurfs is a 90-minute babysitting movie. You have your kid, you have a babysitter, give the babysitter this movie so the kid can stand still for at least 90 minutes. It's colorful and it looks great. In that way, it works. Smurfs: The Lost Village, in any other way, doesn't work whatsoever. If you have a dirty mind, however, and you want to go with friends to watch this movie, sure, don't bother anyone in your theater and go watch this movie. Because apart from that, Smurfs: The Lost Village will absolutely make you feel like Clark Gable. What did you think of Smurfs: The Lost Village, my beautiful geekies? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Do you like the Smurfs? Did you like the live-action Smurfs movies? Let me know what you thought about this movie. And if you haven't done so yet, go to the description and there are links below for my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and also for the beautiful Geeky Community Facebook group where you can meet many other geekies and make new, wonderful friends. Thank you so much for watching, my beautiful geekies. You guys are the freaking best, and I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and tomorrow there's a review for Monster Trucks. So you stay beautiful, and you stay geeky, and if you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button and the bell so we can be geeky united!